Hello there. I hope this video will be educational, helpful, insightful, and also a pleasant listen for you. I find that the less seriously you take things, yet at the same time hold on to fundamentals and things that are essential to your foundation, the better life will be and the better you become at handling it. And the more seriously you take it and the more focused on details you are and the more rigid you are, the worse it's going to be and the worse you will be. Now, let's dismantle all of those things because these these are affected either individually or altogether. Now, I find that the more seriously I take certain fields, let's say, for example, art, the more I make them into bigger deals and the more difficult they are to me and the more I need to be prepared and the harder they're going to be. Yet, if I were to take it less seriously, maybe even not take it seriously at all, and turn it into a fun activity that I do, I just enjoy doing art. I just want to have fun with it. And I don't care about the fundamentals, even though I said fundamentals are important, but we'll get to that. I don't care about the correct method or watching 100 tutorials. The less I care about those things and the more carefree I am, the more streamlined my art process is going to be and the more capable of repetition I am in that specific field. Now, here's the thing, and I'll use art and working out, fitness, because they are personal examples of mine. I find art very difficult to do and very difficult to progress in, while I find fitness and working out and developing my body and, developing muscles, flexibility, doing certain exercises like handstand push-ups, muscle ups, etc., calisthenics. I find them very easy. I do them all the time. I do them every day. I don't even think about working out. Now, let's use those two examples to deliver the point. When I want to do art, I have to follow a tutorial. I feel so difficult. Well, the process feels so difficult for me. And I just obsess. Like 90% of it is watching tutorials, learning from others, feeling very serious about it. And I have to look at references in a way that is wrong. And here's what I mean by wrong. Reference is important in art, but if you don't have to take it so seriously, you just put the reference there and you take inspiration from it. But no, I find that I take it too seriously. I have to take 20 reference images of a head or a face and 10 reference images of the hands and 20 references for the body. And it's so heavy. The process is so heavy. And the result is so mediocre, mostly because I do self-assessment all the time, mostly because I'm focusing on every micro detail and I obsess over them instead of just painting with a broad brush and just do the first character, finish it, and then go to the next one. Or maybe have so much fun with the first character that I would take months, but I'm enjoying the process. So when it comes to working out, and I know those two are completely different skill sets and they are completely different things. And I know art is difficult while working out it's a different type of difficult. So while going to the gym, I don't even think about it. It comes naturally to me. I just go take my bag and go ahead. I don't even think about my workout for the day. I have it so memorized. I enjoy it so much. I just, and this is something that I do, I don't think many people do, and I don't think many people can do. I listen to an audiobook while working out. The reason I say this, because I do see beginners who have just joined the gym or they just want to get their body in shape and they obsess over the process. Do I need to take proteins? Do I need to take creatine? Do I need to wear certain clothes? Do I have to use gloves? Do I have to buy a belt? And what about deadlifting? What about powerlifting? If I do a certain workout program, isn't the other one better? What about diet? What about the food I eat? Okay, so I ate for a day a chicken breast and rice, and it was this. It's so tedious for them, and I respect that. I can see it. While on the other hand, for me, I don't know. I've been doing it for so long. I do it passively. It became a habit. So why am I saying they are different skill sets? And I can see a comment come in my way saying, but those two are completely different. And I agree with that. But the point is, it's a mental, psychological thing. And it applies to nearly everything that you do. Learning to drive, moving to a new city, learning to code, writing your first book, doing this YouTube/podcast thing. When you start anew, you obsess over the tiny details and you find that you're walking against the wave. Imagine walking in water and the wave is coming your way and you're pushing every step and it's so difficult. You know, I had someone ask me for tips and guidance to do their own YouTube thing. And it's because they wanted to cover their own field. And it took them 3 to 4 weeks, roughly around that time, to even record for 5 minutes. And the reason is they kept curving towards everything other than doing. Do I need this camera? Do I need this microphone? Do I need this lighting? What about the table? What about the chair? What about, am I centered or am I on the other side? But I want it to be perfect. You know, it's something that I've faced personally in many fields, on many occasions, and I get it. And I hate it. That's why I'm talking about this. I want to address how to overcome doing the things you love and enjoying the things you love to overcome the challenges that allow you to keep doing them. Sadly, for the most part, 2 problems arise in this endeavor. The first is, well, maybe it's not for you. Oh my God, I actually got told that the gym is not for me and working out is not for me and I'm too scrawny when I first started. Now, anyone who sees me associates me with working out. When I'm dressed in clothes that kind of look fitness-esque, you know. So The first thing is you feel like it's not for you. Art is not for you. Driving is not for you. Recording is not for you. Writing is not for whatever it is. Learning a new language, that language doesn't suit you. Now, that's the first problem you might face. The second problem is the saying, if you don't enjoy it, then you don't have to do it. But you enjoy it and you want to do it. However, you're stuck at this beginner purgatory. You're stuck in this being mediocre limbo. Now, the Dunning-Kruger effect, it's been mentioned so many times online, I can assume you know it, but if you don't, it's basically a graph that was designed or theorized by Dunning and Kruger. Basically, it says, when you start something new, you think you're the best, but you don't know, like, basically only the main things. And the more you learn, then you fall into a pit where you realize that you don't know anything at all. And it takes you forever just to climb up and realize that, you know what, I'm good, but I'm not so confident because I'm aware of how much better is out there. So most people would, I mean, if you're in bliss and you think you're great and you haven't learned a lot and you're stuck in this beginner phase of the Dunning-Kruger effect, enjoy. I don't know, but you're in bliss. Basically, you're in ignorance and bliss, and I don't know. I don't want to push you off the cliff and make you realize, oh my God, I don't know anything. I'm so bad, whatever. But anyway, so most of us are stuck there. You know, the mediocre limbo, the being a beginner and realizing there's a push against doing the thing you love because you're never good enough. It's always so bad. It's always way worse than you imagine it to be. Now, I'm not sure why I picked art and fitness, but because I'm in different stages in each one of them. I don't feel the same way about writing because I enjoy writing. I wrote a book and I locked in when I wrote my book, The Mask of Reality. I was so locked in. It took me 3 years, but I didn't care. I was just like, I want to write. I didn't research or look into how to make the first chapter have a hook that will make people want to buy the book. What about the best title? When is the best time to publish? I didn't care about any of that. I was just writing, you know. So let's put that aside. So the reason I'm using fitness and art is because I'm in those different stages in each one of them. And there's a contrast. I see that I do one of them. Now, let's not argue about the differences between the two fields. I do one of them without caring about the results. I just do. I just do it. I enjoy the process. I enjoy the immersion of it. While on the other one, sometimes I do enjoy it, but for the most part, I see that, what the hell am I doing? I'm bad. Now, why am I mentioning the two fields? Even when I was starting to work out, I was visited by that dread of hating the way I look, feeling like I'm wasting my time, I'm not making any progress. You know, this isn't for me. Maybe I should quit. And I was told to quit. But it's all right, because back then, even the people who told me to quit, they didn't know much. I didn't know much. And anyway, so I get it. What made it click for me is building the fundamentals, and this is the real talk now, of realizing the importance of learning the basics, realizing that the grind is real, realizing that, you know what, sure, you have to lock in, but not in an obsessive way that is romanticized on social media, where the person who grinds, I've seen examples of this. They just grind away and like it's stick figures and their body like is falling apart, but there's fire and they're grinding. That that doesn't work. If it works for you, maybe, I don't know, but I don't think it's sustainable. And anyway, so you lock in and you forgo this perfectionist nature. And I do talk about perfectionism all the time. You let go and you just focus on the enjoyment. You lean on, you know what? I love this. I want to enjoy it. I don't care where I'm, like, in what part of the process I am. I just want to enjoy and have fun, live in the moment, you know? Because, and this helps. Who cares what's going to happen in 10 years, in 20 years? If you start now and you don't care, you just do it every day. Can you imagine where you're going to be in 1 year, in 2 years, in 5, in 20 years of doing this every day or every other day, and you just enjoy the process? Wow, I'd love to meet that person, you know? Wow, I'm noticing that I say a lot. I'll stop. So focus on the now, on enjoying, and let go of the outcome of the perfectionist desire to be the best while you're still nothing. In your own eyes, you think you're nothing. You probably have come a long way from the beginning, but to you feel like you've wasted so much time and effort and you're still not that far off from the beginning. So enjoy. Live in the moment. If you want to set goals to achieve certain results, then use two things. The first is let go of the desire to be there as soon as possible. You want to develop a certain skill, just do it. It doesn't matter when you're going to get there. So the first skill basically is patience. The second skill is turning the process into bit-size bites where you just aim for the next thing. Let's use this as an example. I want to develop a platform, or I want to develop my channel where I do these videos that help. I've stopped for over a year, and right now I'm just focusing on, you know what, let's just hit record, do a talk, enjoy it, vibe with it, whatever, and see where it goes, and publish this video or this recording. I'm not looking ahead and thinking I need to do 100, I need to reach 1,000 followers. No, none of that. I just want to give value, do this frequently, regularly, and let it be a natural thing that I do. Get the wheel turning. So let's use art, for example, since I started with that. Next, I'm just gonna focus on the next step, which is sculpting a body using low topology in 3D, which is, it's a 3D term. And I've done that over the past 2 weeks. I've finished 3 bodies. They're mediocre. They're just like not even hands and feet, just the body. I want to focus on that and have it memorized to heart while enjoying it. And I am. I'm not thinking, oh, finally I finished a body. No, I'm just enjoying it. I love it. And I'm reminding myself that I love it. And I'm not caring about perfecting it. I want to be immersed in it. I want to love it. I want to be in it. I'll use just one more example. So I've been struggling with my forearms, feeling that they are weak and small and etc. And I noticed this is a behavior that I do with all my exercises, the core, the legs, whatever. What I've been doing is, you know what? I've learned of a certain method that work. I have nothing. I have all the time in the world because time is mine, life is mine. So I'll do those exercises and I'll do these methods and I'll just flow. I'm not thinking, I want it as soon as possible. I want to flex now. I want to be able to do one hand push ups. I just do it. Will my forearms become stronger to the point that I desire in a month, in 2, in 6 months? I don't keep the score. I just do it. So I hope you enjoyed this. This might be a lengthy recording. I think I've been talking for 20 minutes. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day and take care of yourself.